Picture yourself in a small wooden boat, surrounded by an endless churning blue. There's no land in sight, no phone, no GPS, not even a compass. You're lost. Or are you? For thousands of years, this was the daily reality for ancient mariners. And the common assumption is that they were just guessing, drifting on currents and luck. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Their ships were guided by a technology far more sophisticated than we imagine, the world itself. Long before digital maps, the night sky was the ultimate GPS. The Bronze Age Minoans charted courses using the stars and the timing of the equinoxes. Later, Greek sailors in the Mediterranean knew that by keeping the constellation Ursa Minor, the Little Bear, at a certain angle off their left side, they were heading west. Circumpolar stars, the ones that never dip below the horizon, gave them a constant, reliable fix on their latitude. They weren't just stargazing, they were performing complex celestial geometry in their heads. But what happens when clouds roll in and the stars disappear? They looked down. Phoenicians and Carthaginian sailors used a simple but brilliant device, the lead line. This was a heavy lead weight on a rope used to measure depth, but they added a secret ingredient, a pocket of fat or tallow on the bottom. When it hit the seafloor, it brought back a sample of sand, mud, or shells. This wasn't just random muck, it was a geological signature. A sailor could look at a scoop of gray mud and know they were nearing the mouth of the Nile, or find coarse sand and realize they were approaching a specific treacherous shoal. Polynesian voyagers took this connection to the environment to an almost supernatural level. Around 400 AD, they navigated the staggering 2,300 miles from the Marquesas Islands to Hawaii. One of their most remarkable techniques was reading the waves. A master navigator would lie down in the hull of the canoe to feel, not just see, the ocean's movement. Open ocean swells travel in straight, predictable lines. But as they approach an island, even one hundreds of miles away, those swells refract, bend, and create subtle interference patterns. They could feel the echo of a distant island in the rhythm of the water. And the ocean wasn't empty, it was full of signposts. Scandinavian sailors famously used ravens. When they thought they were near land but couldn't see it, they'd release a raven. If the bird circled and returned to the ship, it meant no land was in sight. But if it flew off in a determined direction, they simply followed it. They followed ravens to Iceland and Greenland. For other sailors, persistent phenomena were like road signs. A specific type of kelp, a swarm of jellyfish, the migration path of whale pods, or even the flight patterns of birds that only hunted a certain distance from shore. The magnetic compass, though invented in China in the 3rd century BCE, didn't reach European sailors until the 12th century. And even then, for a long time, it was treated as a backup, a last resort. Why? Because it pointed to magnetic north, not true north, and could be unreliable. Sailors trusted what they knew: the stars, the seabed, the birds, and the feel of the water. These ancient mariners weren't just sailing on the ocean, they were in a constant dialogue with it. They read its language in the sky, in its depths, and in the life it carried. Their navigation wasn't about a single instrument, but a total sensory immersion in the natural world. It was a stunning display of human ingenuity and observation, a skill set so profound we're still piecing together exactly how they did it. They proved that with enough knowledge, you're never truly lost.